Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another video for War Commander. This one is for the Dogs of War 2 event, and this is for the Commander set. I was building my Gus, and I haven't even attempted the Commander 2 without Gus because pretty much everything else has been nerfed so badly that you don't really stand a chance in the Commander 2 base because there's not enough time. You could do it, but it takes so long for everything to be killed that I just don't think you could do it. So this is the Commander 1 base, and what I'm doing is drawing out all of the anti-air guys there and killing those aggressive tanks that come in. And I'm going to spread out my Akumas so that they're a distraction. They're so badly nerfed, they're really not going to do much to help us. Then I'm using the Proteus and the Graydon to take out the railguns and the Overwatch turrets, because really that's the only thing that's going to cause any damage to you if you attack in and out like this. Now I have my Gus here, but I also kind of made a mistake and put the new unit in there. He's a level 1 and he has one piece of workshop on, and I thought he would help, but the thing is, until he reaches level 10, he's at a different range than Gus, so he actually just causes damage. You notice Gus isn't taking any hits, but this other guy is, because he's 50 shorter range. And so what I should have done, and what I'll do for the next video, is I'll take him out and just use Gus. These other units, I can't remember what they're called, Cosma something, they're mortars, like Cos mortars or something like that. They will be good, but they do need to be leveled up. If they're not at the same range, they're actually, a possibility you're going to get some splash damage on Gus. So what I was doing here is just trying to make sure that I can take out these railguns, and the railguns do some damage, from what I understand, to Gus, and to particularly to the Cosma mortar or whatever it's called. I'll have to figure out what it's called. So I don't really want to take the damage from the railguns on those guys, and you see, the Proteus used to be able to like one-shot those turrets. Now it takes forever, and this is a problem because this base only has like 6 minutes and 59 seconds, so you don't have the time to play around killing these turrets, and therefore it's difficult to do this base in one shot. Fortunately, this is a 2-hit base. The Commander 1 is not. So the Commander 1 is going to be a problem. You do have a little bit more time. I think it's 13 minutes and 59 seconds. So you do have a little bit more time. But even the Gus is not taking out the turrets quickly. So it's not we've just lost so much firepower, but the Gus is taking out the electric shock infantrymen and the electric shock tanks. Well, they're not electric shock tanks, they're I don't know what they are. They're like proton tanks or something like that. And then the helicopters are electric shock. So see, I still got those two Overwatches in the back there, but I want to take out these two railguns. I think the railguns are the bigger problem, even though they shoot slower. I just want to do it for free repair, you know. And I record these videos and then I do the voiceover on them, so I already know the outcome. Whenever I try to do the voice at the same time, my video is glitched. For some reason, it's just not capable of doing that consistently. So I just record the video and then I do the voiceover afterwards. So I know that this one will be free repair, and I also know that it will be, I'll run out of time just at the end, and so I'll have to come back in. See, with the Gus, I'm fast enough to get out of the way, and I'm also capable of having a little bit more range, so it's better. One of the things you want to watch out for is for these this exploding power plants. Those would cause your Proteus damage. Also, I believe that if you had the Proteus here in the front where my Gus is, I believe that these guys, as they shoot the outrunners, would cause splash damage to your Proteus. So be careful or cognizant of that, because you don't want to get splash damage on your Proteus. It takes forever to heal that thing, like 4 hours or something, 5 hours. The Brayden's not too bad, but the Proteus you don't want to take damage on. So keep an eye on that. If you'll notice, that's why I was sort of keeping the Proteus behind, so that there wouldn't be any splash damage going up on the Proteus, you know. Yeah, I'm going to take this Cos mortar out and just use the Gus. The Gus is a good unit. Okay, he's not the best unit I've ever seen, but it appears that the Akuma era is over. I mean, I'm still using the Akumas because, in my opinion, they were the best. They were the best unit that Kixeye ever had for us, for the players. They opened up so much content for so much people. I know that a lot of lower level players were just this close to quitting because the power creep, they just couldn't keep up with anything, and they couldn't get the content to get the new units. So they were just on the verge of quitting, and I know this for a fact because I have lower level players in our clan who just couldn't handle it, and they didn't enjoy the game at all. It was just such a grind. So when they got the Akumas, and I started showing them, hey, just get the Akumas and you're going to be good to go, and they have developed and become into their 40s, and they are moving on very well. It gave them an opportunity to get the good units so that they could move forward. Me, I've never relied 100% on the Akumas, but it was kind of cool that lower level players could do that. they could basically rely on those Akumas to help them get the units that they needed. So here we go with the number 2 commander base, and I will tell you, I should not have used that level 1 Cosmortar or whatever he's called, the new unit. I think I took 7 minutes damage in this base on the Cosmortar, but like 2 minutes damage on Gus. So I could have done this totally free repair with just Gus. Gus works fine by himself. See, you just noticed that some damage just showed up on the Cosmortar there, and he's just sitting there doing nothing. And there was no damage on him before. I don't know where it came from, but okay, it was just a glitch. I took him out just to check that. But here, he's good enough to get in and out quick enough. The fact that they can retreat so quickly is amazing. That's one of the better aspects of them. But if you sit there and just take the damage, they're not very tough, and they'll take damage. So you gotta get in and out. You can't you can't just go in like Rambo there and expect to survive. Rambo. He goes in with a bow and arrow and kills everybody and comes out with only scratches on him. So anyway, I think that we do have like a Rambo. We have in this game. I think it's called the Bounty Hunter, but I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Rambo or not. Just interesting fact here: the Gus, by the way, if it looks like a space shuttle, it's because it is a space shuttle. It's the space shuttle, a ground unit. Oh my gosh, man, where do these guys get their ideas from? The space shuttle. Anyway, as you can see, this base with Gus is not too bad. Without Gus, it's unfortunate that you have to have a particular unit, you know, in order to do this, but that's the way it is. There's always like one unit, and if you don't have it, you're done, right? So that part I think is unfortunate, because I know there's a lot of people that don't have Gus. So the Cosmortar unit, once it gets to level 10, looks like it's going to be able to help you quite a bit. Now, I will say this. Let's say you don't have Gus, and I'm not going to try it myself because I only have one Cosmortar. I have another one building right now. I purchased another one and with my XP, and it's building. But because they screwed up the gift store, or the not the gift store, the event store. What they should have done is just listen, man. The other Cosmortar is 4 tokens, right? And then the quick build is 4 tokens. So it's like 8 tokens. It's not a big deal. You get 8 tokens so easily. If they screwed up the store, what they should do is give us in a little box in the right hand corner a free Cosmortar and a free Cosmortar upgrade build, because they screwed up, because people need it for the event. They got a little notice up there, a little banner saying they're going to give it to us after the event. That doesn't help anybody. Let's say somebody literally does not have the Gus, right? They could get the Gus in this event But to do it, they would need to use cause mortars, right? So they only have one cause mortar. They're going to do this whole event with one level 1 cause mortar, because I think the maximum you're going to be able to do is get him up to like level 4 or level 5 if you purchase all of the things that will allow you to speed up his in level 5 cause mortar is the same as a level 1 with a little bit more hit points. It doesn't have the extra range, and without the extra range you're screwed. So you could probably do this with a single cause mortar, but it's going to be costly. You're going to probably lose your cause mortar. We'll just call it the new unit because I don't know what it's called. Let me go check really quick and see what this thing is called. Yeah, cause mortar. I'm correct. So it's called cause mortar. And but I like the fact that with just Gus alone, that I can hit everything and get in and get out before I take any damage. I think that's pretty cool. So this is a very proactive event. You know, you're going to have to like constantly be moving in and moving out. Right now, I think my cause mortar is free repair. I'm trying to see where I took the damage from, but it's the only damage that I took really was on the cause mortar. The weird name. $650, I think, is the range for Gus. And I think these tanks here have 650 range also, and I think that the infantry, the electric shock infantry, I think they have 600 range. Just based on my calculations, I think that they have 600 range. Now, one of the things that you're going to find here is for most units that cryo unit right there is not, or that cryo turret is not going to cause too much damage. But for the Gus, it slows him down like double. It slows him down a lot, so you cannot allow him to get hit by those. So those are his kryptonite. Those cryos are Gus's kryptonite. So you got to stay away. You noticed up in the left-hand corner, and that when I cleared the other side of the base, I stayed clear of that cryo unit, and then. I wasn't sure if the Proteus was going to be able to be back there, so I only brought, because the Proteus takes a long time to heal. So, okay, that's where I took my damage right there. I made a mistake. I was targeting the wrong guy, and so I went further back because they were moving around, and I targeted the guy behind, and he kept moving further, or he was running back. But the Proteus takes a lot of damage if he gets hit. So I held off on him and just brought the Braden back there at first to make sure there was nothing that could shoot me. Because the Braden, what is he, like 15 minutes maximum or something? So I'll leave my cause mortar over there because he took that damage from that guy when I made a mistake. It is funny though that, like you'll notice, like you take your damage and then a few minutes later you'll see that the damage increases. Like they don't like show you what the damage is right away. It's behind Um, I was trying that too on purpose right there because I knew that he was targeting me, and I thought that I could move forward and get out of his way, and I was able to. So I was testing this guy out. I haven't used him very much. I used him in I tested him, I think, in a soldier base or something. And then I immediately came over here because I've been waiting for this guy. I had 17 hours of build time on him when the event started. So I was waiting for the first 17 hours to get him, and I can't believe the difference. I was able to do it. I've got all my videos out there. I did the whole event except for the Commander 2 base without Gus. So I've got the whole thing of videos out there already, and I did pretty well. I did I used Omen, and I used the Proteus, I used Braden, I used Akumas, and that's pretty much it. And the only difference now is that I've added Gus into the mix, and then Gus is coming in and taking out the things more quickly than Omen could for sure. Omen has, I think, the same amount of range, maybe a little bit more range, but Omen takes, he's so slow, and Gus is so fast. So any unit that has speed, there's two things that are the key to this game, and one of them is range, and the other thing is speed. If you have range but you don't have speed, you can still get it done. But if you have range and speed, then you're really, really going to do much better. This game has always been about range, though. I don't know how long you've been playing this, but there was a time when we had units that were weaker than butterflies. They couldn't take a hit at all. And so the only way to do it was to stay out of range, and so but if they ever took a hit, they were done. It's like they were, I guess you could call them glass cannons, and they weren't that powerful. It took them a long time to kill things. So look at these outrunners. What are they trying to shoot? Sometimes you got to grab them and take him in there, because that cryo, like I said, is my for Gus anyway, his kryptonite. Okay, not bad. Decent XP on that. Realized I forgot to get the 50% XP bonus for 4 days. I usually wait till the last 4 days because that's when I'm really rolling, and so I'll probably turn that on right when I hit my 4-day mark. I haven't had gold in years. It's the first time I've had gold. I have exactly 50 gold. That's kind of a steep price to pay for, the 4 days of XP boost, but they got so many things in here that you need to buy that without it. See, that's just 2 minutes on Gus, or a minute and some change, and then the other is on that guy. So I'm taking him out, and I'm going to rearrange my platoons, maybe add some more Akumas or something like that to fill that in. And I'll do another video with just Gus, because and then if you do not have Gus, just use the cause mortar in its place, because it does still pack more of a punch than anything else that we've got right now, even though it's just you know, the basic unit. It's going to help you out. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. Good luck on the event. See you in the next video.